did you pick? Who did you pick?
You're gonna hate me, bro.
Who did you pick?
You're gonna hate me.
Okay. Damn it! Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our show. I'm Will.
And I'm Ryan. And welcome to episode 3. We're actually recording this one a little bit early.
We're recording it a little bit early because I'm going on vacation with my family for a little bit. So, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out you. Shout out your family. Everyone wishes family well. We love Will's family. But we have a really fun episode today.
Yeah, and this one was kind of like planned like a little bit like
on the spot.
So, but I'm still really excited.
Me too. I'm actually really excited.
We got some good stuff today.
Do you want to go over like what we're doing?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So we're going to start the episode with a thumbs up, thumbs down segment, bringing it back from
episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yep. I love this.
Yep. And then after that, we're going to introduce a segment we like to call Rushmore, which is, do you want to explain it now or explain it when we get to it?
We'll just explain it when we get there.
Okay, cool. And then after that,
we have some discussion topics. I'm pretty sure. I think we both have one we'll go over. And then that should be it. It should be a nice little episode. We'll probably get into, I know, at least a little bit of Batman stuff with my question.
Mm-hmm.
His question or his discussion topic is a little bit more of a surprise to me right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I know we will touch on some Batman stuff today.
Yes.
So that's fun. I know we have a lot of Batman thoughts.
Ooh, we do have a lot of Batman thoughts. And
that's going to be really
And they
fun.
almost kind of came out in episode 1, but
I know,
we kind of stopped ourselves.
We had to hold ourselves back because that is a very deep hole that we cannot dig ourselves out of.
Right.
So... yeah, you want to start up with a thumbs
up, thumbs down. All right, cool. Let's grab our palettes.
I'm excited.
Yes, I was the one to prepare these ones, so I hope they're good conversation starters.
Me too. I really hope so.
All right, first one, kind of in line with our Batman stuff.
Okay.
Dick Grayson is the best Bat Family member. Oh, and before we do this, I just want to apologize for like up in the last Agree Disagree. I gaslit him so hard.
Dude, he literally gaslighted me so hard.
I did not, like, I was the one to up. I flipped the wrong one, so that was on me. I don't want y'all I don't want y'all thinking that evil. I did that on purpose. Like, I was like I fucked up basically. So
yeah, he's
sorry
evil
about
as hell.
Anyway, Dick Grayson is the best Bat Family member.
Okay, Dick Grayson is the best Bat Family member.
Yes.
And we're talking like overall.
Overall, including Jason, Barbara, Stephanie.
Well, you got Jason, Barbara, Tim,
Damien, all these people, yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I agree.
Hey,
look at us agreeing.
He's not my personal favorite. My personal favorite is Jason Todd.
Yeah, same. Mine is Tim.
Yeah, yours is Tim.
Yeah.
But the cultural relevance that Dick has had on comic books, just in general.
Yeah. No,
you can't take that away from him.
And then also, like, not only is he, like, one of the most, like, fundamental Robins.
Right.
He's also, like, his Nightwing persona is, like, outstanding.
Dude, it's so
Everyone agrees that he's, like, 10 times better as Nightwing, but that means a lot because his Robin was already so good.
His Robin was so good.
Like, he
was just the first Robin, so already some relevance there. You good?
Yeah, I just want to adjust the mic. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he has so much relevance.
Yeah, so...
like, he's up there and he's, like, usually the main Robin in the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Like, Dick is, like... he's cursed with an odd name. I'm not going to lie. His name is a little, like, uncomfortable to talk about sometimes. Because, it's like, Dick is the best. But, I don't know. But yeah, I agree.
Either way.
I think he's the best Bat Family member, sure.
Yeah.
I'll give that to you.
All right. The TASM 2 Spider-Man suit is better than all of Tobey's.
That's targeted.
Yep. I targeted that towards you.
Why, dude? You hate on Tobey too much. Last episode we talked about Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
So everyone knows his thoughts about...
They don't know
Spider-Man.
all my thoughts,
Yeah,
but
no,
they know my Tobey thoughts.
They'll figure out one day and they're going to be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with this guy? All right. Yeah, sure. I'll answer.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I hate you.
The fact that you agreed to.
He does have the best suit.
He does have the best suit.
He does.
It sucks because that isn't the best movie. As much as I defend TASM 2, it isn't like a great Spider-Man movie or a great movie.
It really is not.
But that suit.
It is a really good suit. I'm not gonna lie.
amazing.
Really good.
And I'm not even saying that Toby doesn't have like the black suit that Toby has.
Yeah.
Top 3.
The meanings behind it is a little questionable.
Yeah.
But the suit is cool.
Exactly.
And that poster is even cooler.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man 3 is one of like the worst movies with the best posters.
Dude, it has some fire.
I swear, there's some terrible movies with some great posters.
Right?
And that's
Exactly.
One of them. Spider-Man 3 is up there.
Yeah. All right, ready for the next one?
Sure.
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin is a top 5 comic book movie casting.
Ooh, top 5. I'm trying to think of my top 4 then if I agree.
Right.
Honestly, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We're just agreeing this entire thing, even if it pisses you off a little bit.
No, I like that.
Yeah, no, no, you cannot, like, whether or not you like the Tobey movies, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin will forever be a staple in comic book movie castings. Like,
he's a legend. Willem Dafoe just in general is the GOAT.
And him in No Way Home, too.
Oh, dude, in No Way Home, outstanding performance.
Like,
dude, he's creepy.
Dude, the moment when, like Tom's, like, Spider-Man is, like getting the spider sense and he's like walking and then he like senses it webs up Green Goblin and then all of a sudden it comes on, you're just like, oh shit.
I thought you were gonna bring up the scene where he's like falling through all the stories of the building, he's getting punched I mean, he's just like laughing, like, bro, that is so cool.
He kicks ass as Green Goblin.
He really does. But imagine if he was casted as the Joker though.
I would have wanted him to be Joker.
Obviously not now.
If he hadn't have played Green Goblin, because they're both too similar. If he played Joker, I would only be like hearing his and seeing his Green Goblin, because Joker and Green Goblin are both associated with the colors green and purple.
Yeah, that is
They're
true.
both known for having creepy smiles and laughing like maniacally, and I would just be.
And they're both like the main antagonist to like a super well-known superhero.
Exactly, and
so I mean I get it, but honestly, like,
he would be awesome as Joker.
I would not complain, but
he'd be awesome as Joker. I would just be constantly reminded of
and the age.
Yeah, he's
a little bit up there in age too, so that's a little
iffy.
But I mean, honestly, like, Willem Dafoe is just that guy. But yeah, for him as Green Goblin, either if he was Joker or Green Goblin, bro, top 5 casting either way.
He's so good.
But yeah, for sure top 5.
Yeah. Do you have any like other castings you want to shout out before we move on?
Just when I think of all right. So when you think of like the best cast for the best character, and I guess we'll go specifically comic book because that was the question. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool,
obviously,
is up there for sure. Do you have any that you can think of just off the top of your head?
Yeah. Well, obviously there's like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Oh yeah, that's
like I don't think we even need to talk about that anymore.
Don't.
Like that's been talked about.
Would you say Chris Evans Captain America or no?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. I think he and people were mad at him being cast as Captain America too, because up to that point he had only been playing like jockey,
that makes sense.
Kind of like rom-com characters. So
would you say Henry Cavill as Superman?
No. I mean, like, the potential was there.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Like he could have been a really good Superman, but just what we got was is not enough to make me say that for sure.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah,
that's a really good one. Even though he's not short.
He's not short, but I think the fact that we're even able to bring him into the conversation, and there's like that huge, like, I don't want to say problem, but like he's not short, and Wolverine as a character is very short. I was a little
disappointed by Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Really?
Because like, no, not that he's like bad, but I feel like he could have had like a better Joker.
Really?
Yeah, like I feel like he could have been like. Because think of it, it's Jack Nicholson.
It is Jack Nicholson.
Like, but I don't think people hold that Joker to like a high standard. Like, because maybe it's just because the Joker pool is so talented.
Unless you're gonna bring Jared Leto into the conversation.
Well, outside of him,
he was purring. Like what?
Oh you don't that was weird. And he was like sending dead rats to his cast.
Like,
that was weird. Don't do that.
Yeah, Jared Leto's just a.
Jared Leto though. Joker's usually really good actors. So I don't know. I was a little disappointed by that. I feel like he could have had a more just iconic Joker.
I kind of think people do still hold that in like a high regard though.
Yeah, not high, but like I feel like he should be like, like the number one Joker. Because like it's Jack Nicholson.
He is one of like the most talented actor. Like, he's one of the only actors that's actually
like
won
it
3
makes
Oscars.
What's his Heath Ledger even more iconic because everyone hated that at first.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like I mean obviously I wasn't around when when Jack Nicholson was Joker.
Right.
But like I feel like people would have understood that cast.
Yeah.
Like especially more than Heath Ledger.
For sure. And that's another one that I would put in the top tier cast list.
Oh yeah,
Heath Ledger as Joker. Because 30 minutes of screen time, he's still talked about to this day.
And and obviously rest in peace, Heath.
Obviously,
Heath
that one.
That was such
if you go
iconic...
if you go back and like watch the Oscars clip of like him winning the Oscar, but he's already passed, so it's like, dude, it's so sad.
That's really bad.
And did you hear what Christopher Nolan said while accepting? I think it was the Golden Globe for Oppenheimer.
No, what did he say?
He said the last time I was on this stage, I was accepting an award for Heath Ledger, and I was like oh my god, that hurts.
That does. Damn.
Oh my god. But yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, he's definitely like people hold him as like a standard.
Yeah.
And that's like
because it was so like realistic.
Yeah.
Like his portrayal of just like being a psychopath was just so on point.
It really was.
Like oh my god. You can't really say enough good about that performance. But
well, before we cry, let's get to the next one.
I'm like getting emotional. But The Flash is a great movie.
What the fuck?
3, 2, 1.
The countdown. What the hell kind of question is that?
No, I just wanted to
shit on the Flash.
Shit on the Flash for a little bit.
The Flash is so bad.
It's so mid. Like,
dude, I love the way you do the running, how you show off how the running looks. It's really funny, I'm not gonna lie.
It's because I'm good at it.
You should do it.
No.
Dude, you got it.
I don't have enough room. Do you know how he moves his arm?
30 likes, and I will post a video of him doing the Flash run on our Instagram. Will you do that? Oh, would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. 30 likes.
We should go to Walmart and get like a cheap Flash mask too. Like, that'd be.
We'll go all out.
Hell yeah.
If we get 50 likes, we'll do a costume too. A cheap one. They're like a Party City costume.
Oh yeah, no, we're not like doing anything.
Yeah, hell no.
Like,
we're not doing like a cosplay.
We're not doing anything like that.
Yeah, no.
All right, well,
that was
that's
fun. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, I feel like that was a
pretty much agreed on everything. Right?
We agreed on everything, yeah. But
that's wild.
We went green 3 times and then both red the last time.
And you didn't gaslight me.
I didn't gaslight you this time, which is a plus because
that is a plus.
I do want to apologize for that again. That was like such a big fuck up on my part.
I wonder what people like were thinking when they saw that.
I don't know. Like some people might not even have noticed.
Maybe.
Because like
who knows?
I don't know. Either way.
But anyways, we're going through these things like literally for the first few times ourselves. So as this podcast and show, whatever, I mean, we just have to call it a podcast for what seems like legal reasons at this point. I mean, I like to think of it as a show.
Yeah.
But as we like go further and further on, like we'll get better with
get better with everything as time goes on. So sure. Yeah.
Just stand with us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, time for the Rushmore.
I'm so excited for this.
I am excited for this one. It's our first one. It's the first one.
Brand new.
Do you want to explain it a little bit?
Sure.
All right.
So Rushmore, I mean, I honestly don't know the best way to explain this. So think of it like Mount Rushmore. The 4 presidents, whatever. I don't know who the hell's on Mount Rushmore. I think I do,
but like I'm not going to.
But think of Mount Rushmore as like the top 4 in whatever category we're talking about.
Exactly.
But today's category, we're talking about animated movie characters.
Yes.
So me and Will both have to choose 4 animated movie characters for our Rushmore, and our goal is to make a better Rushmore than the other person.
So once I say a character, he can't take that character.
Yeah.
I have it now. We have to have 4 different characters.
So like if I say like whoever, like let's say we're doing comic book and I was like Deadpool, then he can't say Deadpool.
And then I'd flash back and say Wolverine or something like that.
And then we just have to see who has the better like lineup of 4.
Exactly.
So today we have animated movie characters.
Yes.
I'm very excited. And you want to flip a coin to make this fair?
Where did I set that f***er?
He has a big ass coin. Yeah. I'm about to take this.
Oh my god. That was funny as shit.
Not mid podcast.
I mean, it gives me time to find my coin. Where the did I put that coin? Do you see the coin anywhere? I did.
It was in your damn pocket.
It was in my back pocket though, so I didn't feel it as much. A little bit of a.
What the hell, bro?
You're the one that spilled the drink. Anyway, all right.
It was in his pocket the whole time.
It was in my pocket. But either way.
Get a load of this guy. All right, let's go.
All right, we have this coin. I'm gonna flip it. We're gonna call it.
I'm choosing tails.
You're choosing tails.
Yep.
All right. Do you want me to catch it, or do you just want it to land on the floor?
Just catch it.
All right.
Reveal.
Heads.
Damn it.
All right.
I already know who he's gonna choose too.
For my first up?
Yeah. It's gonna piss me off.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Woody from Toy Story.
Oh, okay. Solid pick. That's actually my we both chose like 8 just in case we chose each other's, but that fell all the way down to my 5.
Okay.
So my top 4 still up there.
All
right. Bro, Miles Morales.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I did have him on there.
Get fucked.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Like, dude, that is such a big person for my Rushmore. Like, you have no idea.
He is such a fantastic
And he's
character.
in your highest comic book movie.
He is in my highest
ever.
comic book ever. And he is my number 2.
Oh,
but I have a backup for it.
I know who you're gonna choose, I think.
Gwen Stacy.
Oh no.
Gwen Stacy from like Across the Spider-Verse specifically.
Yeah,
like
obviously.
the Spider-Verse movies.
Okay,
so I have Woody and
you're fucked.
I'm fucked. Who did you pick? Who did you pick?
You're gonna hate me, bro.
Who did you pick?
You're gonna hate me.
Okay.
Hiccup.
Damn it!
I knew that was gonna piss you off.
Dude, what? You don't even you like those movies, but you don't
Those movies are very high rated, but I'm choosing the best characters. He's one of the best characters.
It.
Yeah, you sold. It was Gwen Stacy over Hiccup. Sit on that one.
I was gonna pick Hiccup, but I didn't think you were. So I was confident in having him a little bit lower.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I told you, dude, before the show, I told you I was coming tactical at this shit.
Okay.
So
damn
what?
it.
I have Miles Morales and Hiccup. And you have...
I have...
Woody and Gwen Stacy.
Woody and
I'm
Gwen
winning.
Stacy.
Oh, I'm winning this. Oh, I'm winning. Go ahead.
Okay, my next pick is Red Hood.
Okay, solid pick.
From
pick.
Jason Todd.
That is a cool character.
I feel like, specifically in that movie,
okay,
I feel like he is, I think his... Dude, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off
You're
now.
still thinking about it,
I'm still thinking about it. And now
It's like right there, he's just looking at me. Oh my god. Dude, I thought about that as we were planning this. And I was like, dude, as soon as I take Hiccup, it's going to piss him off.
Damn it. That's crazy.
You ready for my third?
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen.
Oh,
Life is it, bro. Oh God, I'm winning this. I'm winning this.
You're winning this right now.
Dude, who in 4th is going to bring you back? Let's be real.
I do have a pretty solid lineup, though.
Well, okay, let's
I have Woody, Gwen Stacy,
okay,
who is I would say is arguably just as much of a main character as Miles, at least in Across the Spider-Verse.
Miles is definitely a more impactful overall character. You have to
yeah, obviously, but I would say the movie,
that first movie is just as good, if not better, than the second one.
Right.
No matter how you think about it.
Right.
So clearly, I feel like he is definitely not saying that they aren't close, but I think that he is clearly better than just Gwen. I'm not saying, but Gwen does help you out.
No, Gwen. And I feel because Across opens with that sequence of Gwen playing the drums.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
the second one is more kind of lean towards Gwen.
Yeah,
but Miles is still a huge part of that.
Oh yeah,
too.
for sure. He is the main character.
Yeah.
But I would say in Across, at least, she is.
I'm glad I snatched that. I'm scared because I didn't get the first pick, but
I didn't. But the reason I was so okay with not picking.
You didn't think I was going to choose.
I didn't think you were going to pick Hiccup.
But I do like those movies.
You do, but not as much as me. You gave the first 2 4 stars. I gave both the first 2 5.
Did I give them both 4 stars?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gave the first one 4.
4 stars is a high rating for me.
It is a high rating, though.
Our ratings are also different.
Yeah.
And you have more childhood memories with that.
That is true. But initially you gave How to Train Your Dragon 2 4.5 stars, but since then you've bumped it down.
Yeah, I bumped it down a little bit.
I was kind of surprised that you did that.
I think the second one's better than the first one.
I do too. I just
really?
Well, I mean, both of them are interchangeable for
Yeah.
me. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the second, just because I think it's more emotional.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's very,
I like the aspect of 2 where Hiccup
and Drago Bloodfist is such a good villain.
Oh yeah.
That the whole I was not expecting him to be as deep of a villain. Like he like you could say he's not deep, dude. That moment where he's like where he takes off his like his arm and he's like, then Hiccup's like, oh, okay, so you might have a reason to hate dragons.
No, but I love how like Hiccup teaches everyone else how to like treat the dragons and everything. Like that's so cool.
They're such good movies.
But he deserves to be in the top 4.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
that's why
I'm glad I stole it from you.
I was just so confident that you weren't gonna pick him. Okay.
Yeah, so get
okay.
Curly top.
Do I want to get a dynamic duo in there and pick Buzz Lightyear?
It's up to you, man. I mean, I'd say I guess, honestly, if you pair the two, it might help your list a little bit.
Okay, then I'll pick Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, so you have Buzz and Woody. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. But I could say Mater.
True.
But I'm not going to say Mater, and I'm going to say Coraline.
Damn. I think you won that.
Dude, there's no way I did not win that.
I think you won that.
I definitely
I do think I have a decent lineup.
Oh, no, for sure.
But if I had Hiccup on my side...
I think Red Hood kind of brings yours down a little bit. Just because he's not obscure.
He's very niche.
Like, yeah, he is niche.
He's niche, but like...
He doesn't have like...
character.
He doesn't have like... the icon factor.
The icon factor, and he also has way less screen time.
In the
than
niche,
most.
he does.
Yeah, and he also just has way less screen time than a lot of these. Than a lot of these characters.
He's cool. I'm gonna give you more personal points for it, just because I also like that character.
Yeah,
but I still think I won.
Yeah, you did win. I do like my list, but you did definitely win that.
That's crazy. So I had are we just saying I won?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask like the comments, but I think I just clearly won that. Yeah. So I mean,
still type if you think I won, please feel free to.
Also, I was able to get every one of my top 4.
Who else did you have on there?
For runners up, I had Jack Skellington, not in this order.
Gotcha.
But I had Jack Skellington, Mulan.
Ooh, Mulan would have been a good.
Mulan was my next one.
Right.
But then it was Mulan. I had Remy from Ratatouille, Woody, and Jack Skellington, like I already said.
Right.
Did you have any? Like, did you have runners up? I didn't.
Well, I had initially. I didn't know we were just doing movies, so I had Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender on my list.
We'll go into some show stuff eventually.
Yeah, and I still got to show you Avatar, man.
I've never watched Avatar,
dude. It's my favorite show of all time. I'm just gonna give it a shout out. Like I love that show. It's so good. Like it's obviously meant for kids.
Yeah,
it's very kid oriented. But the themes in it and like the ending of the show is one of the most satisfying TV show endings I've ever seen.
I'm excited to watch it. It's just like...
because it's only 3 seasons. It's only 3 seasons and they didn't want to extend their stay.
I've actually seen a little bit of Korra, which is weird.
You did tell me that. Yeah.
I watched I've seen the first season or so of Korra. I did like it.
I would not base that on how much you're excited for Avatar because for the most part people do not like Korra as much.
Okay.
I like Korra though. It in the first season, it takes a bunch of the rules that they made in the lore for in the previous show, and they break those rules. They don't do it in the worst way though. It's not the worst thing in the world because they do explain it in a way that sort of makes sense. So it's not the worst, but it is a very big thing that they do right off the bat.
I'm still excited to watch it though.
No, and I'm very excited. There are episodes if you do end up watching Avatar, there are episodes that you cannot watch without me.
Okay. I didn't know it was that serious.
No, it's that serious for me. The last 3 episodes, the last 3 or 4 episodes of the show specifically. Yeah, no, I gotta watch those with you.
All right, cool. Well, yeah.
All right, that was the first Rushmore.
Oh, was that the only runner up you had?
Oh. You're right. I also had.
We just got so sidetracked on Avatar being so good.
I did not.
Oh, that was your only other runner-up?
I had more, but most of them were TV show ones.
All right. Well, shout out to the Rushmore.
Yeah, first ever. Nice.
I destroyed you. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but you got fucked.
I did.
There's gonna be a lot of bleeps this episode. I feel bad. I'm gonna be struggling editing this. I hate myself.
Yeah, just he is the editor of all the videos.
Unfortunately.
So, yeah.
If you want to edit this for me, please do. Anyone out there? Anyone out there that
I will.
Anyone out there that doesn't want money because I'm not paying. So now
These
we're gonna
are
get
discussion topics. By the way, that's what we're going into.
Yep, discussion time. I have one. It's a Batman question, like I mentioned at the start of the episode. Which version of Batman do you prefer? Do you prefer the more fantastical superhero version of Batman, or do you like the more vigilante, like detective Batman? I'm gonna let you answer first, and I'm gonna chime in.
That's a hard question because I love aspects of both.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I had to pick one, probably the vigilante.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go the opposite here.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the idea of like a character in comic books being like sort of like the darker like the darker version of like what all these other like bright superheroes are. Cuz like I don't know, and I just like the whole detective like noir like with the Batman. Mm-hmm. Like I just love that. I love that. I love that vibe.
To that point though, I think it depends on the context of where that Batman is.
True.
Cuz if you think about it, a Batman that coexists in, like, let's say, for example, like the new upcoming DCU.
Right.
If that was a vigilante Batman, that wouldn't make as much sense. Like, I can understand if that character would start out as, like, a vigilante, but if you're in a world that is already ruled by superhuman people with abilities, someone, like, people... Because, even Hal Jordan in, like, that animated show didn't even know Batman was just an ordinary human. Like, he thought he had some sort of power.
Right.
So, no one really knows. So, it's like... him being like just a person wouldn't really make him like a vigilante. Like I feel like people of Gotham would just see him as like just another hero.
Yeah.
Which would make him more fantastical.
That's fair. But I just think in order to make the perfect Batman, you kind of have to mix elements of both.
You should. Like, I want a more fantastical Batman that leans more into like the detective work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's what I would love. And
exactly.
I want to see him go collect evidence and like do that nerd like prep time bullshit where he's like, he has to actually look into who he's going up against so he like can prepare, and you know how people say you can like beat Jesus with enough prep time. So like, you know, pretty much people say Batman can beat anyone.
What do you think about the whole thing, Batman with prep time? Like, do you think it's stupid or do you think it's fair?
Honestly, like a lot of the time it does work.
It does work, but like
it depends on who it is though.
But like if you take Superman, yeah. And obviously, if you give Batman, like, prep time, he's going to find, like, kryptonite. But be honest with yourself. If you took Batman and Superman, no prep time for either, and just place them in an arena.
Well, Superman's going to win.
Exactly. But, like, if you give Batman an infinite amount of prep time...
But the thing is with Batman is Batman doesn't put himself in that situation, though.
That's true, but exactly. We're putting him in this situation.
Exactly. Well, if you throwing... just a mortal man into an arena with Superman, he's going to die.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna like give them like they're like I'm gonna give Batman like his suit and stuff like just like their base stuff. But like, if you give Batman all the prep time in the world, obviously.
But I'm saying like that's the thing. Like Batman, his like strategy, I feel like most of the time does rely on prep time, which is why that debate is so popular.
But I feel like if you're gonna give one character in this like thing prep time, you kind of have to give the other one the same amount of prep time.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
But if you gave Superman prep time and he knows that Batman's gonna have kryptonite, what the hell is he gonna do?
I mean,
take allergy medicine or something? Literally, what is he gonna do?
He's gonna bring the pink kryptonite. Do you know what that does to him?
I think so, but I kind of forgot. Please, wait, what is it?
It makes him gay.
That's what I thought.
So Batman's just like, I have kryptonite. What are you gonna do? And then Superman's just like,
could Superman hold it though?
I don't know if he can hold it. I don't know if it does damage to him. It just makes him gay.
That's what I thought it did, but I didn't want to be like a dick and just say that.
So then Batman's just over here like, no, don't.
No, don't touch me with that thing, bro.
But anyway, I just get sick of the whole Batman with prep time thing, because obviously he's one of the most resourceful and rich characters in fiction. Mm-hmm. So obviously he's going to have answers to a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But he can't beat everybody.
He can't beat everyone, but like, given he controls like the circumstances of him like actually fighting the person or encountering the person, because sometimes it's not always Batman's goal to like physically fight them anyways. Like sometimes he just wants to, you know, move them from point A to point B so he can like, because he could like use like machines to do stuff for him. Like, you know, it's just all situational. Like Batman with enough prep time can really like come up with some crazy stuff to do.
That is true. And again, he really rich as so there's not much he can't like buy.
Really, that debate just comes down to who's thinking outside of the box to what Batman can actually do.
Right.
So yeah, but when it comes to the actual fantastical side, I'm really excited to see that for the DCU.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I am too. Like, I'm excited to see like the Batcave with like all the trinkets.
Oh, dude,
and,
we
like,
we need the dinosaur, the coin.
Yeah, the coin for sure.
Dude, yeah.
Just like a bunch of stuff.
I need to see like all the different like little roadways, like little paths, and then like the big computer.
The thing of like bat suits.
Oh yeah, I really want to see that. For dude, sure. And like the Bat family, you're finally getting the
Bat family. Dude.
The vigilante Batman struggle with like being able to have a Bat family.
And
none of them have done it.
Tell me you wouldn't be excited for this.
What?
Just like a mini series or a show of just the Bat family going through everyday shit.
That would be really cool.
That would be so awesome. I mean,
obviously they would have to be going through something for
like obviously, but like
to warrant a show.
But like if you're going into the show expecting that
it could be like
going
under some like
stuff like that.
It could be like a minor villain that
exactly
that some of the sidekicks have to deal with.
Yeah, but I think people would eat that up.
No, they would.
Like it's just as long as they got the dynamic right between all of like the Bat.
If the dynamic is off, I'm going to cry,
dude. Like
me and you both love the Bat family, and we both have like ideas of like what we kind of want it to be in our head.
Right. I feel like if
it's anywhere close to that, I'm going to be happy.
Me too. If they do it right,
they have to get these castings right.
Exactly.
Though. I don't know all the castings I want off the top of my head now, so I'll get into that in another episode probably.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Like the Bat family, they need to nail that down.
Yeah.
Because like that is just so iconic. I need to see the relationship with Bruce and Nightwing and him kind of being his first son, and then eventually like we already know he's going to be with Damien, so I need to see like the relationship with him and Talia and how he has to deal with the Ra's al Ghul thing, and Damien being his first son, but he's a killer and that's against his morals.
Right.
And then you have Tim, who's my favorite Robin, who I'm sure they all want to kind of teach Damien the ropes, and Damien is a killer. So
and then there's Jason, who's like big dead.
God forbid I forget Jason, the one that gets resurrected.
The one that exactly like
so,
their whole thing is like so like in depth. Like there's so much that they could do with that. They're just scared to do it. Like
I'm excited for the Superman stuff, like just Superman, Lois, and Jimmy Olsen. But imagine the Bat family.
The Bat family
like,
done
they're so
right.
iconic. Like the Dark Knight, they failed to do a Robin. Their Robin was lackluster. It wasn't that cool. They had like the cop guy, right?
Yeah, you haven't seen Dark Knight Rises.
I've seen it. I haven't rated it, but I've seen it like so far in the past.
Yeah. They make some stupid decisions in Dark Knight Rises when it comes to Robin. And the Al Ghul family.
The Batman could do it.
It could do it, and I think Robin. Don't quote me on this, but I think Robin was confirmed to be in that universe at least some point.
I don't know if he's confirmed, but I know Robert Pattinson said he said he wouldn't mind a Robin if the Robin was young.
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But like, either way.
They could do it. I just don't know if that version of Robin would still be like the idea of Robin I want.
Probably not, but I think it would still be cool.
Because they struggle with it. They struggle getting that dynamic right. But like, I feel like...
Because we all know how Batman and Robin went.
Exactly. So it's like, I feel like with James Gunn's direction and how well he crafts families...
Right.
The Guardians is one of the best comic book movie families ever. Like,
dude, the little like back and forth that they have in Guardians 2.
Yes.
Like
it's the little things that add up to make these characters so lovable and dynamic and work together. I'm not sure if James Gunn is going to write. I want James Gunn to write Batman. I don't know if that's like a take anyone has, but
I don't have any problem with you saying that. Like he just knows how to write a comic book movie.
I would love him to write the Batman. If he does or not, it doesn't.
You know who I think could like do good directing a Batman movie?
Oh, is it the Dune guy?
No. I mean, yes, I do think he would be good like directing like a solo Batman project. Yeah. Denis Villeneuve.
But you're talking about fantastical Batman?
Yeah. I think the Russo brothers.
Ooh.
Because they did like Winter Soldier and like Infinity War. Like,
do you think they would do it though?
I mean, if James Gunn asked them to, are you going to like, what the is going on out there?
There's always something going on outside.
Always something going on. But yeah. I do think if James Gunn
like asked him to do it, he would do it.
I think since it's James Gunn, they might.
I don't know. I think the Russo cooking up something really special.
Yeah.
And I mean, who's gonna like really like? What percentage of people are going to turn down a Bat family project? Like, honestly, like,
right?
And especially of
Do
a
you know how much
director of
money
that
that would
talent,
make? Like
that, but it's like, if you do it right, you're hitting the jackpot.
right.
Like, some people who want to see a good Bat family don't honestly understand what a good Bat family would mean for superhero movies. Like, that would break everything.
Dude, because a lot of people don't realize
Yeah.
how many members of the Bat family there are. They're not just the Robins. There's Stephanie Brown. There's Barbara
there's
Gordon.
that. I
There's
honestly could care less if
Batwing.
they add all those extra
Like,
people.
but
to
like
it.
characters like Batwing, like he's cool as shit.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like, because all right, so you have movies like The Avengers where you have all of these superheroes together. Obviously, you love that movie. I think that movie's great. Yeah. I don't hate that movie. Obviously, I mean, I like the Guardians movies over this.
Yeah, I like.
We had a debate about that last episode, but like the Avengers obviously is a great like fundamental team, and you can kind of say they're kind of like a family in a way.
Yeah,
they're kind of built up that way.
Right.
But like the Bat family done correctly, if it is an actual like family dynamic, and they're
with like brothers and sisters,
but imagine like they're all gonna have their like, if they all have great suits and they're all like in the great environment, like you make the Bat family, or you make the Bat family kind of located in the big Bat cave, and you like and you pair that with a good Gotham, like that will break expectations for what people even knew were possible in comic
and you also
books.
have to make sure you get a good Alfred, obviously.
Oh yeah, because dude, they need to know Alfred too. I'm tired of like we've had good Alfreds, but it's like it's easier to do like a really good Alfred, but like we need like an outstanding superstar Alfred who's like kind of like Batman's dad, who's kind of just there for moral support, but is like always has his back.
Right.
Like that's what we need. Like someone who's seen it all. He's the war vet.
Yeah.
He's been like you've seen it. He's seen it. Like he's been there, done that pretty much.
And like you said, we have had some amazing Alfreds in the past, like Michael Caine.
Yeah, no, Michael Caine is outstanding. I think we can get a better one though.
Probably.
I don't know how I feel about Andy Serkis. He's interesting.
I do like
maybe give him some time because Batman's young.
Yeah. Did you hear about the book about Robert Pattinson's Batman that was released? It gives a little bit more insight to his backstory.
No.
Okay, well that was released, and apparently Alfred in that universe was the one to teach Bruce a lot of what he knows about fighting.
I don't like that.
Really?
No.
Not everything he knows, obviously.
I like the version of Batman that book where he gets trained by in every different way and
he does. He still does. He just when he's younger, he gets taught by Alfred.
If when he's younger, who cares?
Yeah, he gets and then he also got his Batmobile when he was a teenager and bought it initially for street racing as a teenager. It's it gives a lot of cool background to Robert Pattinson's cool. Batman.
I just as much as I love Robert Pattinson's Batman, I will never say I don't love that movie. It's literally in my top 10 comic book movies.
It's so good.
But we can get a better Batman and a better Bat family.
We can.
Once they nail a live action fantastical Batman, it is over for other franchises. Literally, if the DCU nails Superman in this movie, they nail Batman, and they nail the Lantern Show, everyone's jaw is going to be dropped all the way below the floor. Because you have no idea how good that can be.
Dude. Because like you said, we've never really had.
I cannot stress that enough.
We've never had a true family dynamic between any comic. You could say stuff about
we have. I'm just saying when you combine all of these large superhero entities that have never got to really shine on their own. One of the highlights of the DCEU was Aquaman. And that's no hate to Aquaman. If people like Aquaman, that's completely fine. But it's if Aquaman's the bigger talking point over Batman, you're doing something wrong in your universe. Batman is one of the most interesting characters ever. And if we have never seen a perfect Batman.
No. Not on screen,
if we do it now, it's going to destroy everything that we know about superheroes.
James Gunn, we trust you.
James Gunn, please, if you can hear me, James Gunn. You know that dude that was Donald Trump, if you could hear me, please, Donald Trump. That's me with James Gunn when it comes to this Batman movie. And Superman. Obviously, take baby steps. Superman needs to be good first.
Right.
I'll pump the brakes a little bit.
But no, but we haven't really gotten any, sort of, family dynamic in superheroes, right? Because, obviously we have, Guardians, but they're, not, family the Bat family
I have to disagree with that.
But they're not, family in the sense that the Bat family are, family. Because, none of them are,
I mean, none of them are blood related either, except for Damien.
True, but
they're all orphans.
And I guess we have had like Fantastic Four.
You cannot say Guardians 2 isn't a family.
It is a family.
The whole message of that movie is discovering what family truly means.
That is true, and I will kind of give you that. But like at the same time, it's like if the Bat family were hear me out. Yeah. If the Bat family were done right in movies,
I think it will crush that. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not going to take that away from Guardians 2.
No,
because Guardians 2 has a beautiful family message.
It does.
And that like I think that shows what family is more than what like people think family is.
Yeah,
like that movie like really shows what family is.
It does, and those like
so that's perfect, and I wouldn't take that away for anything.
That is fair.
But I will agree with you that if the Bat family is done correctly, that it will be like the best version of that we will get.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the point I was trying to make.
For sure.
But
I think it is just a little unfair to say that we haven't gotten like families because we have.
Because I was thinking about like Fantastic Four, but Fantastic Four hasn't really gotten good justice in terms of movies either.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's those movies,
but even
there's
peak
Fantastic.
If like in my head, if I'm imagining peak Fantastic Four, peak Batman just beats everything.
Yeah.
Like in my head, the Batman family dynamic, once it's mastered, cannot be beaten.
Yeah. It would be one of the if it's done correctly, it would be one of the better things.
Who do you want to? What kind of villains do you want to see in the new Batman universe? Since we're on the topic, might as well just
in the new DCU.
Yeah, like just off the top of your head, like you don't have to think too deep about it.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze. I'd love to see that.
Mr. Freeze. I know a lot of the Batman. I know a lot of people say that they wanted to see it in the Batman, but I think that one might be a good one to do a little bit later. I
think it fits a more fantastical universe.
Exactly. That's
like now that like I think people wanted Mr. Freeze to be in those movies before we knew about the DCU.
Right.
So now that we have a fantastical Batman on the way, why not save it for that?
Yeah. And dude, like how cool would it be to like see Hush in Robert Pattinson's universe?
Oh yeah, no, that would be sick.
Like that
would be cool. And they should do Killer Croc since everything's flooded.
Obviously,
like everything's flooded.
Killer Croc would be awesome.
He's like, do you remember him in the Lego movie? He was just like, "Oh,
I
don't really do anything.
I did something." he literally activates the bomb. I did something,
dude. That's a good way to utilize that and make him a little bit more fantastical.
Right.
I think if you add a little bit of fantastical edge to the next few The Batman movies, then like that can give that the edge over like the Dark Knight trilogy.
Fair enough. I think that's fair.
I think it's on track to being better than the Dark Knight trilogy, but I don't think
as a trilogy, yeah.
The trilogy as a whole isn't super strong. It's really just that second movie.
Yeah. I like Batman Begins. I know you don't really like Batman Begins.
It's all right. I mean, it's mid, but
I like it a lot more than saying it's mid. I think it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like top tier or anything. I think The Dark Knight is top tier in terms of like comic movies. I know you have a lower opinion on The Dark Knight, but I'm not going to go into that right now.
God forbid.
And then The Dark Knight Rises, I think, is just a cluster of a movie. I'm sorry, we're at like I'm cussing a lot, but
yeah, we both have.
But The Dark Knight Rises is not a good movie.
I'm still yet to rate it, but I'm not super excited for it.
I love Nolan. I love Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
But dear God, I do not like that movie.
That's fair. I think it's the villains that I'm really fond of one villain, Killer Moth.
Yeah, you have talked about that before.
That's one of my favorite villains for no reason. He was in the Lego game that actually me and you played.
Oh my God,
dude, that was so fun when we went back.
Again.
Yeah, we do. We haven't done the villain missions yet.
True.
Maybe we should run that up sometime soon.
Hell yeah.
When you come back from your family thing.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Oh, actually, episode 4, just to throw this in here, episode 4 is going to be like a Deadpool episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking all Deadpool stuff, and that movie's, or not that movie, oh my God. Actually, I guess I could say that movie. That movie releases a day or two after that episode 4 will drop. So it's going to be our anticipation, our thoughts, everything going into the movie, and then the episode 5 will be like our post seeing the movie. We'll talk about what we thought, and then we'll do like spoiler talks
and like give our ratings and reviews.
Yeah, a little off topic.
Yeah.
But I love Killer Moth. Who are some other villains that I want to see?
Clayface.
Clayface would be dope.
You haven't seen the 2004 Batman animated show, have you?
I mean, loosely.
I love that show and the backstory that they give to Clayface in that one. I don't know how accurate it is to like comic books or anything like that. I read a little bit of comics, but not like a crazy amount. But the backstory that they give Clayface in that, Clayface in the 2004 show is actually like a long like time friend of Bruce's, who's a cop, and then he gets like turned into Clayface by the Joker. I don't know how like accurate that is to comics, like I said, but like the Clayface in that show is so good, and he like
there's really like different iterations of all the different.
He really messes with Batman villains in that show. It's really good.
I'm sure there's a lot of other villains. I don't want to talk about it too much just because I really have to think about it, and I don't want to like discredit some other villains that I really want to see. Like I'm not gonna say like Condiment King or anything, but like there are some villains. I just really like Killer Moth. Yeah. Killer Moth would be a cool like Teen Titans villain. Honestly. Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be dope. I mean, we haven't gotten like a good Mad Hatter. We haven't gotten like I don't know. There's just a lot of different ways you can go with that, and I'm excited.
You could do a new take on. You could do a different take on Two-Face as well.
Yeah, you could. We've seen Two-Face and Joker so much.
We've only seen 2 live action Two-Faces, I think. Unless was there one in the 60s? Because there was the one from that with Tommy Lee. Yeah, there's one with Tommy Lee Jones and then the one with Aaron Eckhart in The Dark Knight.
There was one in the old ones.
There was one in the old ones?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
There's pretty much the whole like main cast is in the 60s.
Okay,
but,
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also do want to see a better version of Catwoman.
Yeah, but like I want them to kind of lean more into the Talia relationship.
Yeah, that
instead
is
of
true.
Catwoman, and we're so prone to seeing Catwoman too.
Yeah.
So like
I do like the relationship between Bruce and Selina though.
I know, I do too. I just like I don't know. I think whoever makes it will do it right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping, but
if that doesn't end up being good, it'll break my
There's
heart.
just so many different ways you can go about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave that to them and let them cook on that. Did you want to talk about that other discussion topic?
Yeah. I think this is gonna be what we end up closing the video with.
Probably.
I have talked to you a little bit about this, so this isn't gonna be like completely new to you.
Okay.
But we got a little bit of an announcement a while ago about sorry, I was just trying to angle it up a little bit.
You're good.
About a director we both like.
Okay.
Damien Chazelle.
Oh yeah, I love him.
He is apparently working on his new movie that is set in a prison.
Oh, okay, yeah, we have talked a
little about this. Like thoughts on that, because we both love Whiplash and like La La Land.
Do we know anything else outside of it being a prison?
I don't think so. That was just in the announcement
so that's
that
all
I
we
saw
know?
on Twitter. As of right now, that's all I know.
I mean, if that's all we know, if that's all I have to go off of it, I don't really know what to say. Obviously, I love that he's making a new movie.
Right.
Because there was like some questions about that, and people, because he kind of bombed on Babylon.
Yeah, that made no money.
Did it really? How much money did it make?
I'm not sure.
Or how much money did it lose, you know?
I don't, but I know it was really expensive.
Significant amount.
Yeah, it was a really expensive movie, and it makes sense when you watch it because the movie's 3 hours long and it had a really high production cost. It was. Margot
Robbie's in that, right?
Yeah, and she does. Now. Yeah, what?
And she's pregnant now.
That is true. She's pregnant. But
I hope that's true because I'm.
I did look it up.
Okay,
I did look it up
because I'm just taking your word on that.
But yeah, no, She was amazing in Babylon. I really liked Babylon. I know a lot of people probably didn't really.
La La Land's like great.
Oh, La La Land is my favorite movie of all time.
Do you think Damien Chazelle's gonna struggle from that kind of like how you kind of feel about Jordan Peele like after Get Out? Like how it's so good that they won't really be able to kind of come back from it?
Kinda, because his first movie was Whiplash. His first feature-length movie.
But La La Land's better than Whiplash.
It is better than Whiplash, but his movies went Whiplash, La La Land, First Man, Babylon.
First Man was okay. It's just not my type.
Yeah, funny enough though, we both agree that it's his worst movie so far.
Yeah.
But funny enough, it's the only one of his that he didn't write.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah.
But like one in a prison will be cool. I wish I had a little bit more to go off of.
Me too, but
a prison setting is cool.
But if it's a prison setting, I'd imagine it's like
it's a musical in a prison.
A musical in that actually, depending on how we did it, that might be cool.
I mean, if dude, after making La La Land,
he finds a way to put jazz in there.
Dude, yeah, he'll find a way to.
He found a way to put jazz in Babylon.
Yeah.
So yeah, what did jazz do to this guy, man?
Something great because he makes some.
He makes some great movies, but like those, like the ending of La La Land is like
that little. The little jingle in La La Land.
Dude, oh my god.
I can't, bro.
That movie is so
There's been times where I've rewatched La La Land, and we've both seen it so many times now.
So many times.
There's times where like the movie will start, and that jingle will play, and I'll just start crying.
Dude,
like just thinking about it. It's so bad.
I remember.
Like it's like actually.
That's one of my one of my funniest memories is you watching La La Land for the first time and just snapping me the whole way through, being like, dude, I've cried 3 times. Dude, I've cried 4 times. I've cried 5 times. And just constantly be like, dude, this movie, like, because that movie
destroyed me.
Dude, that movie isn't, and that type of movie isn't normally your like
no,
genre
I don't like
movie.
musicals like that.
Like, but you watch that movie and at the end you were like, dude,
that was such a
that is one of the greatest movies. Like, it's so
second
good.
Best movie of all time for me.
Yeah. It's my number one.
It's clearly interchangeable too.
Yeah,
for one.
It's so good. And then obviously we both love Whiplash.
Yeah,
like,
Whiplash is great.
And I love Babylon, and I do like First Man. I just don't like it as much.
I don't know if Whiplash is a 5-star movie for me.
It's not for me, but it's close.
It's very close. But it's really good. J.K. Simmons is so good in that movie.
Totally deserved the Oscar.
Dude.
Totally deserved the Oscar.
J.K. Simmons is just a powerhouse of an actor.
Dude, Invincible?
Yeah, dude.
Omni-Man?
Dude, Omni-Man is such a good character.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, like that's another casting, casting that's perfect.
Bringing it back.
Yeah. We're literally having a full circle moment here.
Exactly. But no, it's awesome. Like, he's so...
Dude, he is so great.
So
Every
good.
time I was about to say Jonah Jameson. Every time J.K. said, that's how good he is at that character. That is literally
You're literally mixing him up with his character.
That's how good it is. Like every time J.K. Simmons takes on a role, or I like see him by surprise, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Did you know that he's gonna be in a Christmas movie with The Rock and Chris Evans this year?
I did see that. I'm a little skeptical.
I'm a little skeptical about it, but it looks fun.
There's like really big CGI polar bears and snowmen and stuff, so I don't know.
And The Rock has a weird relationship with Santa's reindeer.
The Rock is finally in I think it's an A24 movie. I don't know if it's an A24 movie,
Was
but
it
he's
the fighting movie?
Yeah, the fighting movie where he for once looks like he might be acting.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because like his past few movies have been like
past every one of his movies are just him.
Well, not all of his. Like Jumanji. The first Jumanji was really good.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying he doesn't he's just himself.
Well, in that one, he is playing he's trying to play like the wimpy kid the entire time. Like, remember that? Like that
it's
one.
It's been so long since I've seen.
Dude, Jumanji, that one scene where he's like looking off into the distance, and then Jack Black is like, "That is a man right there." And then you just see The Rock go, "Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry." And it was like, okay, that was funny. That was funny. It wasn't
he has his moments.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best performance of all time or anything, but
sure.
That was definitely one where he was like kind of branching out a little bit more. And obviously, he has Kevin Hart to work off of.
Yeah,
so.
That helps.
And again, Jack Black. And then Nick Jonas is there for some reason.
Dude, I need to rewatch that movie sometime soon. I don't remember that at all.
And then Karen Gillan, the person that plays Nebula.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah, she plays the...
Love her.
Yeah, she's awesome as Nebula. Dude.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
I always wish Nebula's face panel looked more like Ultron instead of like face paint.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I feel like it would have just looked so much better.
It's just probably cheaper to do it with the makeup.
I mean, yeah, but they have the money to do that.
They do, but
like that's clearly a choice they made.
Yeah.
Like
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate
the way
it either.
looks,
and especially the character's so good that I can overlook it.
Right.
But it's like I feel like you could have just
maybe.
But maybe it's just like that in the comics or something. I don't know. That's just a personal gripe I've had with that look.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean the prison setting. It's cool. I mean,
it's different.
It is different. I love like prison, crime kind of stuff.
Yeah, so. And I do like how, what's the word I'm looking for? I do like how different like all his movies are. How how unique. Like La La Land and Whiplash, First Man and Babylon. All 4 of those movies are wildly different movies.
Of course, yeah.
And I just appreciate the fact that he's trying to actually,
because you're not going to strike gold twice in probably one niche.
Exactly. Unless you're like a god in what you do.
Yeah, there are exceptions to that where some people are just so good at that one thing.
Right.
But if you're people like Damien Chazelle, I think thrive in just doing something different each time.
Yeah,
because it's you could try hard to replicate the magic you've caught in pretty much like a lightning in a bottle, literally, that you've caught with La La Land, and it's just not gonna it's not gonna happen like that.
If he made a sequel to La La Land, it we wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't. So it's you need to just I like that he's just doing something brand new ideas, new vision, new theme, and he's just gonna go in and make that to the best of his ability. Yeah. I respect that as a director.
Yeah, for sure. I do think a sequel to Whiplash could be cool though.
Maybe.
Like with J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller returning, maybe.
That would be cool.
That could be cool.
They could.
He could definitely do something. Like I could obviously see it being like a cash grab.
It wouldn't be as forced as like a La La Land.
Right, exactly. But I think if like they did it right, it could be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I love Miles Teller too.
Yeah.
Outstanding actor.
Yeah.
Him and J.K. Simmons just are great, especially together.
Exactly. So I wouldn't mind seeing them return to screen.
He throws out some crazy slurs in that movie.
That is true. That is true. But yeah,
he's so jacked.
He did get really jacked.
Why is he so big?
Like he has no need. Like how old is he? I don't even know how old he is.
He could be someone's grandpa.
Exactly.
He's like, dude, he's huge.
Like he's looked the way he has like since 2002.
Like he should have been a villain in Spider-Man, not a newscaster. I mean, obviously he's great in the
obviously
role,
he's.
But like, dude, like his size, like he's like a tank,
right?
Like, damn. Like no wonder no one talks back to that professor,
right?
Like he'll beat them.
Like I see his body now. I'm like, he could probably play Omni-Man in like real life. Like
well, he's a little old for that.
He's a little old for that, but like he's still huge. So
yeah, he's huge, and
they could obviously add a little bit of padding to his suit if they made it.
Yeah, but
we don't need to see Invincible in live action.
Nah, Invincible can stay animated.
Exactly. Some things should just stay animated.
Because like
Avatar,
the voice, J.K. Simmons' voice makes that character.
Exactly, and I don't like if they ever like I don't like it whenever they try to make live action like things of Avatar. Like I didn't.
You don't like the live action Netflix show?
Obviously, I hate the movie.
Yeah,
like that's just we can all unanimously agree that is one of the worst movies ever made.
But did you hate the show?
I didn't hate it. I just thought it was mid.
Oh,
like I
did you watch all of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like how faithful is it?
It's shorter.
Yeah.
Like they had to cut down the amount of episodes. The episodes are longer though, so that did add up for a little bit. It is pretty faithful. It just looks cheap the entire time. It just looks like
it's like a CW show.
Not CW per se. Everything is just so tight together. It's because the Escape Pod actually touched on this a little bit when they were reviewing it.
Okay.
They filmed it on the volume a lot, which is basically just like a small studio in Hollywood. Like I'll show you pictures of it after.
Okay.
They filmed a lot of The Mandalorian on it and a lot of like the newer Star Wars stuff in it. And it just makes everything feel just not real. Like, and yeah, it just feels
like you
cheap.
Can't like immerse into it.
You can at some parts. Like some parts when it's being filmed outside of the volume, that's when I was like, okay, I'm getting into this a little bit more. Yeah. And I feel like the actors, for the most part, I feel like were chosen pretty well for the show. I liked the actor for Zuko. I liked the actor for Aang, Katara, Sokka. I know you haven't seen the show, obviously, but like the actor for the live action Sokka and the newest Netflix show did awesome.
Yeah.
He's awesome. But yeah, I just think
people, I think, for the most part, kind of like the One Piece show also.
Yeah. I don't watch One Piece, so I don't.
I've seen like a good few hundred episodes of One Piece, which is not a lot for One Piece.
There's like
almost 2,000.
Almost 2,000 episodes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Shout out One Piece. I love that show. I want to get back into it one day because that's like one anime I can just always watch.
Right.
But people, like for the most part, like the live action show. I've only seen like an episode of it, but the episode I did watch like lined up really good with with what I remember from the show starting. So
that's good.
It is good, and I'm glad we're getting some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I know the Duffer Brothers?
Duffer Brothers.
The people that made Stranger Things?
Yeah.
They were talking about doing a live action Death Note.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like if they made a live action Death Note, that could be cool.
It could be cool.
I haven't seen Death Note, but I like.
You need to watch Death Note. I've been trying to get you to watch Death Note.
You have, and I know a lot about it because
so
I've just heard.
You talk about Avatar being short. It's shorter than Avatar.
Yeah, it is a lot shorter. There's like what 30 something episodes.
I think it's like 30 or 50 or something
like that.
But it's not a lot.
It's not a lot, and I do want to watch it. It's just a matter of finding time.
That's like I always said that anime would probably be like the easiest to adapt to a live action.
Right.
And the fact that they casted Willem Dafoe for Ryuk in a live action depiction of that before and failed at it,
right?
Was crazy,
dude.
Like, how do you cast Willem Dafoe for that role?
Would you be mad at them, the Duffer Brothers, casting Willem Dafoe again?
Hell no.
Okay. Like giving him another chance?
No. Willem Dafoe's amazing. Willem Dafoe is such a good actor. Okay. I think it was just that thing. Whatever that was.
Gotcha.
Was bad. I think he could do it. I mean, that or...
Jesus Christ, they will.
Because I think Willem Dafoe actually voices him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like in the actual show.
I
Well,
didn't know
at least in the dub, I think. I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, here's the person that actually voice acts him.
Okay.
It's just gonna say it is Willem Dafoe. So if I was right, hell yeah.
All right.
But I think it is.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind to see it. That's pretty much all I got though.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Hell yeah. I mean,
that pretty much wraps up episode 3.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
3 episodes in. But remember, catch us back episode 4 next week on Wednesday.
Yes.
We're talking about all this new Deadpool stuff. We got the brand new poster up. Also have a Labyrinth poster. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking about all kinds of Deadpool stuff.
Yeah.
So we're very excited. We're so excited for Deadpool. It's like literally going to come right around the corner.
Yeah.
Like blink and you'll miss it. It's here. So
like it's what 3 weeks away from the actual release of the movie.
2 weeks?
2 weeks? 3
I don't know. It comes out the 26th, right?
Yeah.
25th, 26th.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, our video will be out before it comes out. So make sure to watch that before you watch the movie and see if we're right about the movie in that episode.
See if any of the theories we have. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But we're excited for that, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Yeah. See you next time.
See ya.
All right.